New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 31.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Out of the gun, Fields. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't think there's any possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, he bowls over him, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the 44, Jones. Open man right side is Tony.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Shifts by him. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Golladay. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones throwing deep for Golladay. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Kenny Golladay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
26. Bears 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darnay Holmes. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Barkley again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Buying time to his left. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking big.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep
Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Fields.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Bears!
Juwan Johnson,
his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fields on 1st down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Space to run past the 20. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Darnay Holmes able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coach, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fields throwing again.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
Back to throw, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Santos with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, New York.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.